Left, 2027 Slate XL, .9990. Right.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something seriously exciting. We just spent a full day with the brand new 2027 Slate Truck. And the headline everybody's asking is simple. Is this finally America's cheapest real pickup truck? Let's dive in and find out. First things first, pricing. The Slate Truck starts at $21,990 before destination. Yes, you heard that right, $21,990. That's for the base 40 work trim with the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder, rear-wheel drive, and a 6-speed manual. Add $995 for destination and you're still under $23,000 out the door before taxes or incentives. For context, the cheapest Maverick right now stickers around $25,000. The Santa Cruz is closer to $28,000, and even a stripped Colorado or Ranger is pushing $30,000. So on paper, the Slate just obliterated the price to entry barrier. Now, who actually makes this thing? Slate Motors is a brand new American startup based out of Oklahoma City. They're building these trucks in a refurbished plant that used to make SUVs back in the early 2000s. The company is privately funded, mostly by a group of oil and gas investors who wanted to bring compact to mid-sized truck production back to the U.S. with a very clear mission: build the most affordable, no-nonsense pickup possible without all the tech bloat you're forced to pay for in mainstream trucks. Let's walk around the exterior. Design-wise, it's boxy, upright, and honestly looks like a love child between a classic 90s Ranger and a modern Ridgeline, but simpler. Steel wheels with hubcaps on the base model, black plastic mirrors, black door handles, no fog lights, no LED anything. You get halogen headlights, a plain chrome bumper, and a 6-foot bed with honestly impressive 48 inches between the wheel wells. That means you can lay a 4x8 sheet of plywood flat without tilting it. Tailgate is stamped steel, no dampening. Just drops with that classic metal clang we all secretly love. Total payload on the base. Rear drive model is 1,850 pounds, which beats the Maverick hybrid by a solid 350 pounds and basically matches a Ranger. Towing, 5,000 pounds with the standard hitch receiver when properly equipped. That's not class leading, but for a truck that costs less than most sedans, it's very usable. Open the door and yeah, it's Spartan. Hard plastics everywhere, manual windows, manual locks, rubber flooring, vinyl seats. There's no touchscreen at all in the base trim, just a tiny 3.5-inch monochrome display between the gauges for basic trip info. You do get air conditioning, a single USB port, and an AM/FM radio with 4 speakers. That's literally it. If you want power windows, cruise control, or Apple CarPlay, you have to step up to the mid-grade Saint trim, which still keeps it under $26,000. Under the hood is where things get interesting. The standard engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4, making 178 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque. It's built in-house by Slate, and it's designed for regular 87 octane and 200,000-mile durability, more than peak performance. 0 to 60 takes about 10.5 seconds with the manual, leisurely, but totally fine for a work truck. If you want more grunt, there's an optional turbo, 2.0-liter 4 borrowed from a major. Supplier rumors say it's the Ford EcoBoost with a different calibration that bumps you to 245 horsepower and 5,500 pound towing. But that option pushes the price closer to $28,000. Driving impressions? Surprisingly pleasant. The ride is firm but not punishing. Steering is hydraulically assisted and has a nice heavy feel. And the manual gearbox is notchy in the best way. Visibility is fantastic thanks to the upright greenhouse and thin pillars. On the highway it's loud, lots of wind and tire noise, but it tracks straight and never feels unstable. Even at 80 miles per hour with 800 pounds in the bed, the big question everyone has, is it actually good? Or is it just cheap? Here's the honest take after a full day of driving, loading, and towing a small trailer. For pure utility per dollar, this thing is ridiculous. If you're a contractor, landscaper, farmer, or just someone who needs to haul dirt bikes and don't care about leather seats or 27-speaker audio, The Slate is almost impossible to beat. It feels solidly built, doors close with a vault-like thunk. The frame is fully boxed, and they're claiming best-in-class rust protection with full galvanization. The compromises are obvious, though. No telescoping steering wheel, the seats are flat and get tiring after 2 hours. There's no forward collision warning, no blind spot monitoring, nothing. It earned a 3-star safety rating from the IHS mostly because of the lack of active safety tech and average crash performance. If you carry your kids in this truck every day, you're going to want to spend extra for the higher trims that add automatic emergency braking and lane dash keeping dots. So the final verdict is the 2027 Slate Truck America's